Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Welcome to Hy-Vee Today. You know, it's a little frustrating. When we start the show, we've got that fantastic opener, and it's voiced by my former radio coworker, Red Hot Brian Scott. But I sit here, and sometimes there's things, Cody, I would love, right now, Cody, flip the camera around and get Sherry. She's in her, no, don't tell her, Betsy, Sherry Siwasink, working hard, as you'll see. Look at that. What she did to me yesterday, Sherry, because she's helping out with the home delivery. So we have aisles online. You can order your groceries online. And then we have home delivery where we take care of some elderly folks. Hey, Sherry, wave to your fan. There you go. Do you know that you were on Huddle? Did you see that? You saw that? So Huddle is this inter-company website that we have for all 85,000 Hy-Vee employees. And they kind of stole my post that I did where we're going to feature folks that work here in the store and their helpful smiles. And who would have known that the post with Sherry a couple weeks ago would go viral by all accounts. A lot of people know Sherry. But yesterday, this is what I was trying to tell her. Yesterday we're doing the show, and she's over here, Sherry, she's back here, and she's yelling or whispering, Tony, Tony, trying to distract me. And I can't say anything because it was during the start of the show, but I want to, be able to lean over and just go, I can hear you, Sherry. So here we are. It is the first day of spring, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you're aware of that or not, but the 20th of March, we have made it. You can see it right here on your screen. Did I point in the right direction? Yep. I don't know how they do this with the weather, because this is kind of like a meteorologist. We got a chance for precipitation right over here on the first day of spring. Look at that. I'm doing pretty good. March 20th, first day of spring, and it's a little overcast, so hopefully we get some sun. And there is a screen floating. Peggy, I don't know what's happening right now. We're being overtaken. There's a box randomly. Do you want us to hold the box up, Ryan? What are we doing? You want me to? Are we doing Tony the meteorologist? You want to put it right here? Can we just Photoshop like Betsy right here? I can just hold Betsy in the palm of my hand. Little Betsy. So first day of spring, I'm excited. We are. I said this the other day. We are preparing to sell our house to get a bigger house, I guess, since I keep having more human beings. So, and as people have told me, there's ways to not do that, and I'm like, yeah, I think we're good with 3. But the reality is we need a bigger house, so we are working feverishly to list my house. And I had this thought, and my wife will think that this is ridiculous, and if she's watching, well, if she's not watching, it'd probably be better. But here's what I'm thinking. Has anybody done this in Muscatine? You buy my house when it hits the market in a couple weeks, I'll give you 4 tickets to Adventureland. Why don't people do that? I'll buy the Adventureland tickets if you buy my house. Full list price. 4 tickets to Adventureland. Why don't people do that? What, do you want some Alice Cooper autograph stuff? I could probably set you up with that. What do you need? Let's make a deal. You want my dog? He can stay. His name's Archie. He's kind of a jerk. He's not a jerk. He's a puggle. He's hungry. I shouldn't badmouth dogs today in particular. We love Archie. He's great. But I'm willing to leave him. All the appliances stay, the puggle stays, and 4 tickets to Adventureland could be yours. Will you buy my house? Why don't people do that, right? You want to sell your house quick? What's popular in this town? Busch Light and Adventureland tickets. So here we go. I'll throw in a 30-pack of Busch Light and 4 tickets to Adventureland if you buy my house. Full list price. That's nice. That's good value. 30-pack Busch Light, what is that, 17, 18 bucks? 4 tickets to Adventureland, $160 value. I'm willing to do that. So I haven't even discussed this with my realtor, who's Dave Armstrong, of course, with RE/MAX. But I'm willing to go the extra mile, guys and girls. If you want to own my house, you'll go to Adventureland. It's that easy. Ain't nobody else going to do that for you. All right, last thing I want to mention before we get to Peggy Gordon officially is Grey's Anatomy Trivia. Posted this on Facebook last night, and holy moly, did it just go crazy on the Hy-Vee Facebook page. Grey's Anatomy Trivia coming up next Monday, the 25th of March. This show's been on for a while. I don't know how many seasons, 15, 16, 17 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, and I expect a full house for trivia night. Starts at 6 p.m., free to play, RSVP. A team can be 2 to 10 or 12 people, and if you've watched even an episode or 2 of Grey's Anatomy, you are welcome to come out and have a good time. Free to play, good time, hosted by yours truly. Look at that, 100 comments. 100 comments and 39 shares. That's a lot for Grey's Anatomy Trivia. And then I put the little gif of McSteamy Ryan, and if you scroll down, you'll see McDreamy. So that's McSteamy, and then that's McDreamy.
Oh, yeah.
Peggy Gordon's here to talk about the Muscatine Dog Park and something they've got coming up on Monday, the 25th as well. Peggy, are you affirming that you would do well at Grey's Anatomy trivia? Is that what's happening right now?
Early Grey's Anatomy trivia. Absolutely. Especially
it's
with
great to see you.
McDreamy and McSteamy.
McDreamy and McSteamy. I mean, the show's been on since I remember when I had my internship at a radio station in Chicago in the summer of 2005, and it was maybe it just started. So we're talking, 14 years.
It's iconic.
At this point, I guess it is. They keep coming up with things that can happen to these people that work in this hospital. I would have left. I would not be a doctor at that hospital where strange things seem to happen. So, Peggy, I'm not kidding about my house getting ready to sell. You would prefer if I probably didn't include
Well, I don't know.
dog.
I'm a Puggle fan.
Okay.
I love a good Puggle.
Do you have room in your home for Archie?
Yeah. What's another dog? I already have 2 medium-sized tan dogs. Is yours tan or black? Or
he's tan.
Tan, yeah.
He's tan. He's always hungry. I gotta say, he's gonna be 2 years old, and he has really mellowed out. I mean, he's excited when people come in the house.
Yeah.
But he's not that dog that gets excited and like pees. There's dogs that do that, right? We've had dogs. You probably have had a dog or seen a dog that does that. And he's great with the baby. I mean, I have a 5-month-old daughter at home, and that's kind of what Archie looks like. Yeah, that's almost Archie right there.
Gotta love a Puggle.
He, admittedly, he has not been to the dog park yet. So I am the worst. But my wife was also pregnant. We had the baby.
We had a lot going on. It was a tough winter for the dog park. We opened in November,
right.
1, which is awesome. So now we're talking about an active dog park, not a wish dog park.
Because what happened was the dog park opened, and it was such a celebration and so much great coverage. And television from the Quad Cities came down, and local media embraced it for sure. And then, winter hits.
Yes.
And it's one of those winters where you go, and I had this happen numerous times where I'm driving past the dog park going to drop things off at the recycling and transfer station, and I'm just longing for spring. And here we are. You're here on the first day of spring. This is very fitting, isn't it?
It's great. Thanks for inviting me today, because it sort of ties in with... Sounds like Monday night's going to be a busy time. I mean, you got trivia here, and
then you
we're
have
going to have a spring info meeting.
So this meeting, and some great pictures, by the way, from the dog park here in Muscatine. The meeting that you have scheduled for this Monday, the 25th, is it just sort of like a refresher? Are there some announcements that are going to be made? What's the plan?
I think that's the best way to put it. It's a refresher. Mm-hmm. So it's a kickoff to spring. Mm-hmm. We did a training session, info session last fall.
Sure.
But now it's just to generate interest and get people back and thinking about taking their pets to the dog park. Mm-hmm. And to go over the rules and guidelines and allow people to register. Because we will have registration forms there.
Excellent.
I didn't talk about dog park etiquette.
Right. I feel like now, and I've said this to you before, you've been on this show, we've talked about I've had personal experience with dog parks in the Quad Cities. I understand and can appreciate the etiquette. A dog park is not a place where you just bring your 4-legged friend and they go wild. I mean, you have to be paying attention.
Absolutely.
Because, these are dogs that are maybe not around dogs that often, or, you never know how the interaction's going to go. So it's just like when you're watching your kids. You have to pay attention.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, you don't want fights to happen or anything like that. So what are some of the things that you find that are important when you talk about etiquette?
One is pay attention.
Yeah.
We all want to have our cell phones with us, and it's great for emergencies or snapping some of the great pictures like you see. Mm-hmm. There's a new Facebook group called Muscatine Dog Pals that actually elicits and has fun with posting, hey, I'm going to be down there at this time, bring your pups. Mm-hmm. So they post a lot of great pictures. But otherwise, put your phone away and be engaged with your dog.
Yep.
Make sure that they're socializing, you're watching their behavior and other dogs' behaviors.
Sure.
So we have a 2.5-acre area for the large dogs to run, and they do run. As you saw from that one image, it was spread out.
I feel like that once they get off the leash, there's maybe that initial moment, and then it's just off to the races. For someone like Archie, the Puggle, who is, maybe 25 pounds. And there's the new Facebook page, by the way, Muscatine Dog Pals. It's fantastic. Chris Hetzler making a post on there.
Yep.
Love Chris and Jim. They're good people. So for folks like myself that have that 20 to 25 pound puggle. Not sure how he would do with social interactions. I mean, there's different places. That's what, again, people may not understand.
Yes.
The dog park is not just one giant open park.
Right.
It is kind of sectioned off.
Yeah, it was in our design all along to make sure we had multiple sections
Right.
with purposes. And because of the grant we received, we were able to do that. So we got 2.5 acres for large dogs. You will see a small dog in there on occasion,
Sure.
but that's at the discretion of their owner.
Right.
We have a small dog area that's like 1.5 acres. And great for like 15 inches from the shoulder and down.
Sure.
So Archie might fit in that range.
Yep.
My little 45-pounder will fit in that range because he's a brick. And then we have a shy and timid area,
Right.
which is somewhat unique. And it's not just for shy dogs and quiet, but
Sure.
it's, if somebody's in there, be courteous and ask them if you can enter, because their dog might be in transition.
Yep.
It might be recovering from some sort of injury,
Sure.
or a senior dog or senior person
Yeah. No.
that doesn't need, they just have a half acre to let them smell and have fun and romp, but you don't have to chase them around 2.5 acres.
No, I love that. I think it's great, and it's so well thought out, and that's where, I mean, this process was years in the making.
Yes.
So to have it be a reality, even though there was that short window before winter hit. So I wonder, with that meeting coming up again on Monday, where's the meeting at, by the way? It's at the dog park, right?
No, it's at the library.
It's at
so
the
it is
library.
a
Okay, good.
human-only meeting.
Gotcha.
So,
So
leave
it's
your
at the
pets at home.
library. There is Ryan. There's a Facebook event for the meeting this Monday that we'll put on the screen. So it is this Monday, the 25th, at the Musser Public Library
From 6 to 7.
6 to 7. So and there it is right there. Dog Park Spring Information Meeting hosted by Comp 4 Dogs, Musser Public Library. Peggy, anything new in the works? Anything that's been worked on? I mean, again, I don't know. With the winter that we've had, even if you had amenities that you were going to add, were you able to get any of that work started, or will that be happening in the next
I'll tell
few
you, well, we
weeks?
started out great because we've got all the fencing, we have
Right.
20 parking spots, we have a shelter in each area that has water that'll be turned back on if it isn't already. Poop bags, of course, are critical.
Sure.
And now we're learning a few things, like we need to maybe expand the entrance area and add some concrete because it gets a little active right
Sure,
there.
sure.
Because everybody wants to greet
Right.
everybody coming in. We've got some benches coming. The Rotary Club is donating some benches.
Fantastic.
So we'll have those in place. We've got some signage like our monument sign on Hauser Street. The Hetzlers are working on that.
Cool.
So we still have some things to do, and then we're always looking for new ideas.
Sure.
So we'll be open on Monday night to taking other ideas so we can add them to our wish list.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you out of the gate, we have a great start.
Well, it's just such a great thing to have for a community like Muscatine, and even if you're not a dog person, you can appreciate an asset to a town like a dog park,
Yeah.
because it's something that people look for. Because guess what? If you're going to move to Muscatine and you have a four-legged friend, that's something that you're probably going to consider. Is there a space? We've got great pathways and parks and river, of course. You can walk
Right.
along the river, but having a dog park is proven to be part of a successful community. That being said, it is something that you have to register and pay a very small fee
Right.
for, because as you've said on the show before, it's kind of like a golf course.
Yes.
It's there for people that want to use it, and I think that the fee for the dog park is
Right.
extremely reasonable, and you'll get your money's worth the second or third time that you're there, and that
Yeah.
could be in the same week.
Yes.
Right.
Oh yeah, we have a very hearty group of people going down there now,
Sure.
mostly large. We're going to see that grow. We've got a little under 300 memberships or permits sold, which
Wow.
was our target.
Yeah.
So that's during a harsh winter.
Yeah.
So the permits, there's a couple things to consider. If you want to use the dog park, you need to get a dog park permit,
Sure.
which is through Parks and Rec. You can buy it online. You can go down there and purchase it, or you can actually come to the meeting on Monday night. We'll have registrations there.
Sure.
It's a $15 annual fee per dog.
So affordable.
So we wanted to keep it, that's the key, affordable for that pet owner. If you are a Muscatine resident, in addition, you do need to get the traditional pet permit. That's sold by the finance department, and you do have to take your vet record there.
Gotcha.
So that's making sure you have your rabies shot and things. And again, that's a nominal fee. And so it might be better to go to City Hall and take care of your dog park permit downstairs in Parks and Rec and finance department with your dog permit.
It's look at this, $15,
Yes.
and you've got this great amenity for your four-legged friends. You know, the reaction has been, I would say, 100% positive. People are really just excited about the dog park. Some of the feedback that you've gotten or that you've experienced, I mean, you can see that the dogs are happy.
Yes.
That you can tell that they're enjoying it. But from the owner's perspective, I mean, as much as it is a social hub for our four-legged friends, guess what also is going to happen? We'll probably make some friends of our own,
Yeah,
right?
you start having a dog community. And, you know, it is a learning curve for us, too.
Sure.
The Quad Cities and Iowa City have had dog parks for a long time, and the people that go know each other and have learned the behavior of different animals and to read body language. We're still going through that growing phase. So, and we work with the city. The city has great standard work on, you know, when they hear about an issue, reporting it. We work with Animal Control, Parks and Rec, and the police. So we want to make sure that this is a success no matter what.
I think it's in a great location off of Hauser Street, right?
Yes.
I mean, you can't miss it. And if I say this, like, even if you don't have a dog, feel free to turn in and check it out.
Yeah.
It's such a great use of the space. I'm excited. It's not connected to the dog park, but even just the fact that we've been able to put in more parking for the soccer complex.
Right.
Like, it just looks great. Like, that, I feel like there's just so much purpose on Hauser Street now, even more so.
Well, that recreation zone is expanded. Like you said, you got the soccer edition. We share our spot with the pollinator garden.
Absolutely, I was just
and the
gonna say
trail
that,
system that goes around that and goes down to Great Deep Lakes, and now soon up to Discovery Center.
Yeah.
So it's a nice hub and use of that area that was a farm field.
Right. All of a sudden, it's just I don't know. I can appreciate the amount of work that's gone into this. And like I said, I've been making a lot of trips to the recycle and transfer station, so I've kind of done that move where you're peeking over and going, well, the snow looks like it's melting. And now, first day of spring, maybe that's, you know, don't be surprised if it's a little muddy, of course.
Yeah, right.
Pay attention to that, right? Like, you know, we've got to give it a couple weeks to maybe dry up, but this is exciting, and I hope that for the folks that are going to watch this live with us or on cable tonight, if you have any questions, if you want to learn more, if you want to talk to folks like Peggy, stop down to the library on Monday between 6 and 7 and ask those questions and just learn about. Look at the joy, Betsy. Go back and zoom in on that husky. Look at how, and I think we've done this before, but look at how happy that husky is. Holy moly. That says it all.
Yeah.
Put that husky on a poster. That's why, look at how happy, I mean, that husky's never been more happy. Except for when maybe a piece of bacon fell on the floor. Not to say that you should feed your pets bacon, but I mean, it's just such a good thing to have, for sure. And I know that it'll only continue. Not that it needs to continue to improve, but you know what I mean.
We want to keep it active and
absolutely,
and to the standard we expect in town here.
Sure.
Meaning it's clean up, it's keep your dog. We want to expand our volunteer opportunities.
Yes.
Because we'll have volunteers down there probably more like April, May to help inform people. We've got cleanup days that we'll probably schedule.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You know, or if we build an amenity, I mean, people have talked about some agility or climbing structures. So as we choose to add things, we'll need people to help.
Peggy, have you thought about treadmills? What about treadmills? First we'd need a shed, then we'd need dog on a treadmill.
They can do big circle things that actually the dog runs in. It's like a hamster wheel, but 8 foot in diameter.
A hamster wheel is a great idea. Like, this is never gonna stop. I think it's great, and I assume that you will not have to. You no longer will have to look for a place to host things like Barktoberfest and other events, because guess what? If you're going to have a pet-friendly event, we've got the space to do it.
Right. But we might still, because it's sort of fun having it down at the riverfront and doing a walk, or out at Weed Park. I mean, we still have great places that might have a little more parking, you know, if we can get 100 people there. So, and we haven't scheduled that this year. We're looking at some other possibilities that we're approaching the city about.
Good. Because correct me if I'm wrong, the dog park is open and it's ready, and please, $15, get your dog's permit taken care of. Are we needing any additional funds, or do we need to have money in the bank for when we want to look to add an amenity? You said that Rotary is providing some benches, which is great. Thank you, Rotary, for doing that. Rotary Club Muscatine. But where are we at financially? Are we in good shape?
We're in good shape. Affordable Metals provided our shelters, and we had Eagle Scouts actually build the smaller ones. which was really an exciting day.
It's awesome.
And our big shelter is big. It's very tall.
It is big, right. It looks great.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I'm telling you, it is an impressive thing to
Yep.
have in Muscatine, and all of the work, right? I
Right.
mean, you just have to feel so good about that, and just look forward to the future, right?
Right.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about,
There
Peggy.
you go.
Look at that. That's a dog treadmill. It says
My pup
dog
needs
tread
one.
on it.
I'd have to put a piece of bacon on there to get my dog
Right,
to do
I was
that.
gonna say Archie would be like, nope. Almost defeats the purpose of a dog
Yeah.
park. We're not trying to put the dog park out of
No.
business.
But we are a community foundation. I did want to get that in because
Yeah.
of funding.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
absolutely.
first thing
Sure.
we did was create a community foundation fund.
Yes.
Because then we are a charitable
Yeah.
fund, which is awesome. And so we've got some funds,
Sure.
but we could always use more because we need things like lights. We have
Right.
a couple security
Okay.
lights. So we have some wish list items that are large and some that are easy do-it-yourself type projects.
How do we not just like call Musco, 1-800-MUSCO? Hey, you guys got any lights we could have for the dog park? I know you're around the corner, but we'll pick them up.
Great idea.
You know,
Great idea.
They're lighting the Olympics and Wrigley Field, I think, and maybe they could just a couple lights fell off a truck. There you go.
Right.
How many do we need? What are we talking about? 3, 4? I don't know.
I don't know, but we need electricity first.
Okay, well,
Lights
here,
need electricity.
MPW. Peggy, let me just shill for you really quick. MPW, I need power, okay? And then I need a couple lights, Musco, to fall off a truck. And then I need somebody to put those lights together because I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't either.
So we need an electrician, we need electricity, and we need lights. And then somebody from Musco. It's a charitable
You are
deduction.
a solution guy.
Well, I just feel like, we're going to have a great
Yes.
spring and summer, having lights, of course, as we get into fall and as the seasons
Right.
change. So that being said, as we're sitting here, March 20th, the first day of spring, the dog park is open.
It's been open all winter.
Okay.
And we've had some hardy souls down there, but now
Yeah,
I
you
think it's going to
have.
get more active.
Sure. So will it ever close, Peggy?
Yeah, there'll be closing for maintenance, or if like
Gotcha.
one area tends to get run down a little, I see us maybe closing the large, shifting it to the small, and sort of
Sure.
shifting the activity around
Yeah.
for a few weeks to let grass grow.
Yep. No, that makes
Dog
sense.
parks traditionally do that. We would still love to add another area that allows that.
Sure.
Or possibly run lanes, swim lanes next to the pollinator garden, so you can, those dogs that don't like to play with other dogs but need to run, just get in there and you run in a swim lane.
Have you experienced with your own dogs that they're just exhausted when they get home?
My dogs don't get off the couch very
So when they
So when they do, yeah, they go down there and all of a sudden they're investigating in the back
Right,
of the area
right.
and stuff. And I'm a helicopter mom. I'm like
Sure.
back there going, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, regretfully, I
love it.
have couch dogs.
That's okay. I mean, Archie, probably at this moment, since we're doing this show live, it's 8:56. My puggle is probably laying on the couch right now.
Yeah.
Landy's great. There's so many great pictures from when the opening took place, the official opening of the dog park, and I know that folks are so excited for spring to be here. I mean,
Yeah.
Peggy, I've been saying that we have earned a spring.
Yes.
We don't want to just go straight to summer. I want to have the season of spring. I want to have a good summer, and then I want to have a great fall before winter shows
Right.
up again. I just hope people remember that, like, it snowed once in November. December, it was fine, and it was just January and February that were bad.
Right.
It was 60 days, which is a long time, don't get me wrong. But let's have, longer than that to be able to enjoy the outdoors and
Get out
all
and
the
play with our
work.
pets and our
Yeah.
dogs in a safe, fun environment.
Cody, who's behind the camera right there, he wanted me to ask you, when are you going to open the cat park? He's got 7 cats at home, and he's really tired of them, just looking at them all day.
Well, the issue with cats is we'd need like a total enclosure
That's
with
right.
a roof.
Like a dome, Cody. You need a
a
dome.
cat dome.
How about just bring your cats to the Musco Dome? They'd probably love that. I've heard that. They would love stray cats at the Musco Dome.
And then you try to catch them afterwards.
That's right. Yeah, we'll give you a big net, a humanely soft net.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's a whole game, right? Catch a cat. Cody, we got
Catch and
steak.
release.
Catch and release. Oh, please just don't release them. The Humane Society probably has enough cats. Chris McGinnis
Yeah.
would want me to tell you that they've probably got enough cats. So keep that in mind. The dog park has the spring public info meeting
Yes.
this Monday, the 25th, Musser Public Library. Humans only.
Yep, upstairs in the large meeting room.
Yes, what a great space, by the way.
Oh, it's
holy smokes!
awesome
the Musser Public
space.
Library, H&I Conference Center. It's just unbelievable. We've had such a good couple of years for Muscatine with the library and downtown and Mississippi Drive and the dog park and Pollinator Park, and we're heading in a great direction, and we're setting ourselves up for success. Here is the Comp for Dogs Facebook page. Now, Peggy, is this where you would still direct a lot of the traffic?
I would, especially that casual user that just wants to stay informed.
Yes.
But if you're going to be active and want to know who's going down to the park and for meetups, like, go to Muscatine Dog Pals too.
Cool.
And you'll be accepted into the group, and then you can say, hey, Carlos and Hef go down there all the time. You'll see, I'm taking Hef down at 3 o'clock. Come and join us. And all of a sudden there's like 6. You know
what's going to happen, Peggy, is there's going to be a couple that meets each other at the dog park, and they're going to get married.
Yeah.
And we're going to have one of those stories. And guess what? We had somebody get married. We had a couple get married here at Hy-Vee. Why not a wedding? I do at the dog park. It doesn't rhyme, but Yeah. Right?
Well, absolutely.
It could happen. Your best man could be literally man's best friend.
Yeah. Just sort of try to make sure that they're probably neutered or spayed, or if you bring them down at your own risk.
What kind of honeymoon's going on here? My best man and the maid of honor are just off in the... All right, March 25th, 6 till 7. Learn about all the good things happening with the dog park here in Muscatine. Better yet, if you've got a four-legged friend, get to Parks and Rec, $15 for an annual permit.
Yes.
You're all set and ready to go. And just go down and explore and pay attention to your four-legged friends because you want them to have a good experience.
Absolutely.
We want everybody to get along and be able to play in the same field. Thank you for continuing to champion the cause and everybody that's connected to Comp for Dogs. You've done such a great job.
And thank you for letting us come back and talk about our meeting.
I was so happy when you emailed me. I was like, yes, of course. And very appropriate. I didn't even realize it until
First day
this
of spring.
morning.
I didn't either.
First day of spring. So what a great day. Parks and Rec gets you taken care of. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
That is an easy process, and I think, as a matter of fact, I'll get Archie registered today because I've got time.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, Peggy Gordon, thank you. Comp for Dogs on Facebook. Don't miss out. Again, the meeting coming up on Monday the 25th, 6 till 7 at Musser Public Library. Learn about what's going on with the dog park here in Muscatine. All set and ready to go. It is really nice. We showed you some fun pictures. Hello to Judy on Facebook. Levi tuning in. Colleen. Elizabeth saying is, where is it my puppy wants to go? So Hauser Street here in Muscatine, just so you'd go down Hauser, you'd go past Hershey, you'd drive past the soccer fields, and then you can't miss it. It's right there. So hopefully, Elizabeth, get on Facebook, check out Comp for Dogs. There's a lot of resources that we can point you to, and yes, you definitely need to take your four-legged friend there. Judy Yates, who was on the show yesterday, saying that she loves that we have a dog park. Yes, absolutely, I'm with you. And Elizabeth saying, I do near... Oh, okay, that's good. That's funny. All right, good deal. So if you're watching live with us, thank you. We appreciate it. And yeah, this is fun. First day of spring. I hope we get a little bit of sun today. Fingers crossed, right? It was nice. My kids were outside yesterday on the scooters and almost ready to go into the trampoline in the backyard. What I need to do is get a small kid-sized broom, and I need to give the broom to my 6-year-old or my 4-year-old because we got a little bit of leaves in the trampoline. So they need to get in there and sweep it out. Now, I could get in the trampoline. I've lost a lot of weight. I don't know. It still might be too big. Betsy, can you sweep out my trampoline? You up for that? Cash money. Thank you. What do you do with the trampoline? I mean, it's, we've got it with the sandbags. So, and thank God we have those sandbags on the trampoline because that thing would have blown over a couple times. But it's a little dirty. But here we go, right? I mean, this is the time to start spring cleaning. Spring cleanup week will be coming sooner than later. I don't even know if the city of Muscatine has set those dates yet. I don't think they have. Because of winter and how trying it was. But spring cleanup week will be in April, right? It's always in April. So just a month away, and you'll have an opportunity to look through your neighbor's crap. So that's always fun, right? I need more stuff in my house. What do you got over here? Let's see. There's people that find some good stuff. One year, I found a Santa Claus. So whether that's good or not, I don't know. I probably don't need to bring any clutter back into my house, but we are ready spring cleanup week. We'll keep you posted on that, and once we get some dates, we'll let you know. All right, Cody, you want to go kart cam? Let's do it. Toyota Muscatine kart cam. It's a 2019 Toyota Muscatine kart cam. This thing runs on hybrid batteries and is Cody powered at this moment. You can check out Toyota Muscatine off Highway 38 here in Muscatine. TJ Deere, Jimmy Greenhaw, and the crew, always ready to take care of you. Cody, today, now let's do this, Cody. Let's go to the frozen department. March is Frozen Food Month. Today is National Ravioli Day, Cody, and I think, if memory serves me, and sometimes it's right, if you keep going straight and go towards frozen, you might run into some frozen ravioli at the back of that frozen aisle on the left-hand side. If I'm wrong, it's one aisle over, but I'm hedging my bets that maybe just once in my life I've remembered where something is in Hy-Vee. Cody's in aisle 17, March Frozen Food Month. Will you have some raviolis for dinner tonight, Betsy? No, Betsy's saying no. She hates Italian food, and that's not her thing. Cody, was I right? Is there Italian stuff on your left, or is it all potatoes? You might have to go one aisle over if I'm wrong, so hang a left there, and then it'll be on the right-hand side in the next aisle. Hey, not too shabby, right? I was only an aisle off, I think, or not. Oh, boy, Cody, now I've gone and done it. Hey, there it is. I meant that aisle, Cody. Yeah, man. Right there. Oh, Cody asking for help. Well played. That was either Dave or Chris Albright, and we appreciate them. So frozen raviolis. Cody, maybe look for one that's got some meat. Some frozen raviolis with some meat filling, everybody. In addition to that, it's National Proposal Day. It's National Kick Butts Day. If you're thinking about quitting smoking, look at that. Some meat toasted ravioli. Do you mean a meatball? Oh, what about a meatball inside a ravioli? Cody, look for a meatball inside a ravioli noodle. I don't know if we have that, but I'll tell you this. When we were in the Wisconsin Dells this past weekend, we grabbed lunch at Pizzeria Uno, which is like a Chicago pizza place that they have in Wisconsin Dells. And this meat lover had on the pizza, everybody. It was wonderful. There was meatballs, and I think there was Italian beef. It's National Ravioli Day, National Spring Begins Day, of course, on the first day of spring, and very appropriate that Cody goes right past all the Easter stuff, because guess what? Easter's coming up. April 21st. Easter is later this year. All of the spring colors, you can see them. We've got ducks and umbrellas hanging from the ceiling, Easter baskets, candies. It's all there. All year. I should get a pastel button-down shirt to wear, shouldn't I? Nobody looks better in pink than I do, I think. Remember when that was a thing? People had, like, pink polo shirts and button-downs? I had a couple. So there you go. Everything Easter, spring, and you know what's another sign of spring? And, Cody, I'd love to test the limitations of the cart cam. Go straight towards the exit, if you could. So go straight to the big windows, and I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but we'll try. The garden center is going up in the parking lot here at Hy-Vee. We'll have to dispatch the Hy-Vee Today drone, perhaps. But right out in the parking lot, Brent Coolers and the crew, yesterday, they started building the fencing and getting that ready. So Cody cruising past the CBI Superbank. There's the spindle with the bakery flyer, and there's Sherry again. And you can see kind of we're testing the limitations here. Sherry's like, oh gosh, I'm on camera again. I'm trying to work. Air quotes. So right outside in the parking lot, you know, the garden center is going to get built, and it'll look good. It's so nice outside right now. It's glowing, everybody. How about that? First day of spring, and it looks like the middle of July. So check that out. Garden Center opening soon. We'll let you know, of course, when that's going to happen. Thank you, Cody. Cody getting his steps in, everybody, with the Toyota Muscatine cart can. Cody's going, really, bro? That many? That many steps? Yeah. I don't even know if Cody's got a Fitbit, but that thing would be saying, thanks, man. I need to get my steps in, too. What if we got one of those, can we get one of those desks for the show that you can, maybe, I should ask Peggy. Peggy works at All Steel. Can they build me like a sit-stand desk? And then can I get one of those things you put under your desk and you're just like riding a bike at your desk and people don't know? I could just be doing that the whole show. I could just be, like right now, you can't, I mean, you can kind of tell because I'm moving a little, but I could just be riding a bike under the desk. You would have no idea. These are the things that I think about after having 4 shots of espresso. All right, a couple opportunities for you to save at the pump. We've got fuel savers in the store, of course, you know that already. Brand new fuel saver flyer has hit the spindle this morning. Thanks, shout out to our friends at Sycamore Printing, always doing a good job. We print local. So this is available starting today through next Tuesday. The fuel saver flyer runs Wednesday to Tuesday. And if you bought everything on the flyer, you will save $1.02 off per gallon. So I did the math this morning. If you bought everything on the flyer, look at those muscles. Those bakers, they can lift stuff too. I wish y'all could have seen that. They're working so hard today. Beef kebabs, fire up the grill. Delmer, who is also here this morning, a little bit of undercover Delmer. These people, they're so dedicated. They work here on their day off. They're here still. Can't say enough about them. Delmer's got Hy-Vee sliced cheese, a 1 entree. Hy-Vee Chinese will get you a 10-cent fuel saver. American Anthem vodka and wine and spirits. Hy-Vee shredded lettuce. Sunny Delight. So again, if you bought everything on this flyer, you would save $1.02 off per gallon. And Betsy will show folks the other side of that flyer because it's two-sided, everybody. Oh, wow, no. So we've got the bakery flyer, which we'll show you in just a minute, and then the fuel saver flyer. So here's some more deals. Seabest Tilapia, 10-cent fuel saver. Hawaiian Slider sandwiches. The Weeping Willow Tree. Scroll down a little, Betsy. We got some Milky Way and Snickers. Buy 4 for $10. Get a 20-cent fuel saver. Calzones, 10-cent fuel saver. Stella Rose Wine, 5-cent fuel saver. And regular priced nori sushi. Sushi, they roll everything by hand. All the sushi's fresh, rolled by hand, very good. And yeah, Cody, absolutely, I'll take those toasted raviolis. I do love a good breakfast. Elizabeth saying the frozen ones are so good. I'm assuming Elizabeth, you're talking about these frozen raviolis. Thank you, Cody. These look good. A premium line of products brought to you at the prices that make occasional splurge something you don't have to reserve for a special occasion. Ooh, I like that. Tony Tone for meat toasted ravioli. Just don't burn your mouth. Here's the thing. There should be something on here. It doesn't say, but there should be something on a product like this that says, hey, dummy, let it sit for 5 minutes, because if you take a bite right after it comes out of the oven or the deep fryer, you will burn your mouth. It'll be lava in your mouth. I'm not the only one that's done that, right, in your life, whether it's pizza or pizza rolls or meat toasted ravioli. You're so excited, you're like, and then the roof of your mouth, you burned your mouth. So I would be vote for me, and I'll put a thing on here that says you should wait 5 minutes so you don't burn yourself. But you're so excited, you're like, they're done. Oh yes. Oh, okay, maybe it's cooler now. Or what you do, this is a hashtag chubby guy hack, if I may. Say you've got your toasted raviolis and you baked them. Because who has a deep fryer? I mean, we have one of those Instapot things. What are they called? I don't know. I don't know if you could put them in there. Maybe you got an air fryer. That's healthier. But chubby guy hack. You take these out of the pan from the oven and you go right into the freezer. Same thing with pizza. You take the pizza right out of the oven. I'm not the only one that does this, right? Yes, I'm apparently the only one. You just put the pizza right in the freezer and it cools it. So then that 5 minutes that you would wait is now cut in half to 2.5 minutes. These are things that I've learned. Elizabeth confirming that these are the raviolis that she likes. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if I've had these exact ones, but they look great. So sign me up. Preheat the oven to 425. Place it on a sheet, you're good to go, or drop it in the fryer. And speaking of the oven in my house, for someone that's going to buy my house, it has got the greatest self-cleaning setting ever. Used it for the first time the other day. That thing looks brand new. Buy my house and get 4 Adventureland tickets and a case of Busch Light. Coming soon. Right here to Channel 5. The Tone Home. With Adventureland tickets and Busch Light. And a toilet. I thought, and this is something that I suggested to my wife, because we went and looked at a house, and we went into this house, and they had baked a thing of cookies, and there was a very nice note, like, welcome to our house, blah, 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 here's a cookie. I thought, would it be funny if I wrote, like, here's the bathroom, you take care of business here. And there's like little Post-it notes around the house. Does that help sell a house? Does a good sense of humor? Huh? No. I could just leave out a plate of raviolis. Welcome to our house. Wait 3 more minutes so you don't burn your mouth. And buy it, please. All right, bakery fuel saver flyer, if we could. So we've got the regular fuel saver flyer that'll save you $1.02 off per gallon, and then we've got the bakery fuel saver flyer that'll save you 60 cents off a gallon. So again, if you're doing the math at home between the bakery spring frenzy fuel saver and this one, you friends could save, if you bought everything on the bakery fuel saver and the new fuel saver, you could save $1.62 off per gallon. Pretty exciting, right? $1.62. So what's the price of gas? $2.50 per gallon minus $1.62. You do the math, friends. That is a good deal right there. You would be paying very little per gallon. Fine, I'll do the math for you wonderful people. You would be paying, I believe, 88 cents a gallon if the price of gas was $2.50. There's my math. It's not even that newfangled math they're teaching the kids these days. This is old school bad math. Baby. I think I did that right. Don't check my math at home and then email me. I can't believe that guy can't do math. He's got a TV show. I can do math better. Prove it. Can I get Dan Stein on the show with the Count Fast card things to help me count fast, please? Frozen sack sales. So Saturday and Sunday, we know that spring break is going on and a lot of folks are out of town. Some people going to exotic locations, which is great. The rest of us are here. If you are going to be restocking the fridge and the freezer this weekend after spring break, come and see us Saturday, Sunday, frozen sack sale. This is on the back page of the Voice of Muscatine newspaper. You can fill up a paper bag and save 15% off. I don't care if it's 1 or 2 bags. We want you to save. Frozen sack sale. That includes things like your toasted raviolis, your bomb pops, your ice cream, your dinner rolls, your waffles, frozen pizzas, everything that you can see there and more. Frozen Food Month is here for the month of March, and you can save 15% off Saturday and Sunday right here at your Muscatine Hy-Vee. Betsy, let's keep it there. Chad, Betsy, zoom in. Thursday night steak dinner. We've got 2 left, and here you go. If you don't want to cook this Thursday from 4 till 7, we'll take care of you with choice sirloin steak. 8 ounce, $8. 12 ounce, $12. Garlic, mashed potatoes, and your choice of vegetable ready to go. Dine in or carry out. And then at the same time, also on that ad, you can see aisles online. You can order your groceries from your smartphone, and we can deliver. Keep this in mind. The only place in Muscatine that can deliver your groceries will be Hy-Vee. We've been doing it for 3 years, or you can pick up. Most experienced and friendliest team in town. They care about getting your order correct, and we'll get you all taken care of. That is for sure. All right, I will mention the Breakfast with Gary Dolphin, voice of the Hawkeyes, Saturday, April 13th, 8 till 10. You can RSVP for that. Call us, 563-264-2420. Gary Dolphin, call on Iowa Hawkeye football. It'll be a breakfast, a meet and greet, and a Q&A moderated by Brian Musell, who is in the background of that picture. Brian and Gary have been friends for a while. They're both from Dubuque, which is cool. I stopped in Dubuque on Friday, going to the Wisconsin Dells, and looking forward to having Gary Dolphin on site with us. And thanks to the Merrill, I should say, thanks to the Merrill Hotel for setting Gary up the night before with a room. I appreciate your support very much, and look forward to having Gary Dolphin in town talking all things Hawks. All right, let's do this. The team staffing job board, because it is Wednesday, right? Team staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard, getting people to work. You can get a JOB, whether it's, if you need a new job or if you're looking for a second job. They would love for me to tell you that they've got a whole bunch of openings and they're ready to take care of you. I saw Alan this morning, who works at team staffing. He's one of the 2 guys that works there. I saw him here in the store grabbing some stuff. This is Jenny's opportunity in industrial maintenance. It's all shifts, $15.43 to $26 an hour. Holy moly. Do the math. Wow. 563-316-7635. Call Jenny and get that opportunity, whether it's you or someone you know. They are ready to get you started. That's what they do. They get people hired every day. Clerical work. Trying to trip me up. Clerical. I can say that right. Clerical. $12 to $20 an hour. Mary has this opportunity, 563-316-7634. Clerical. Do you know your skills? Can you say clerical correctly? Could you spell clerical, and could you use clerical in a sentence? You can get that job. Last but not least, material support, first shift. 18 or $13 an hour? I got to clean my glasses. 13? Thank you. $13 an hour. Tony can read sometimes. Brooke McCullough has this opportunity for you, 563-316-7636 at Team Staffing, 109 Lake Park Boulevard here in the Pearl City. Thank you to our friend Peggy Gordon for taking the time to join us. The Muscatine Dog Park is just fantastic. And I promise, as a dog owner of Archie, the Puggle, I will get Archie a permit from Parks and Rec for $15 because I am pro the dog park. That's my politician hand. I am pro dog park. And I will get Archie signed up so that he can go have a good time. We love having Peggy on the show. Everybody that's been associated with that Comp for Dog group, they had the idea to bring a dog park to Muscatine. They worked at it for several years, and it is here and ready to go. Will you go to the dog park today, March 20th, the first day of spring? Perhaps you will, and you should get your dog registered. More amenities to come, and we thank Peggy for being here. That public meeting, Monday, the 25th of March, 6 o'clock at the Musser Public Library. They'll have all the information. You can register your four-legged dog or three-legged dog. I was going to say four-legged friend. Register your four-legged friend Monday. Betsy, you should register your dog, who is named after my wife, Casey. You'll do that. And then, friends, we can answer the age-old question of who let the dogs out. Who? Baja Men. That's what they should do. What are the Baja Men doing right now? Barktoberfest with a live concert from the Baja Men, who had that one-hit wonder with Who Let the Dogs Out. Do you think that the Baja Men are that busy in 2019? I don't think so. They would just show up and play the song like 4 times. Who let the dogs out? Who? I don't know how much that costs. Could I get Baja Men for the same price as a dog park permit, $15? Maybe they need 30. How many men are in the Baja Men? Give them $15 each, and we'll fly them in from wherever they need to go. All right, celebrate National Ravioli Day. Get signed up for Grey's Anatomy Trivia. Get signed up for Breakfast with Gary Dolphin. And come see us if you want to save on that fuel saver. We have got 2 more shows this week. And tomorrow, on Thursday, we'll talk to members from Muscatine High School Speech and Debate. They've got a fundraiser, I believe, coming up. And then on Friday, we'll talk to some friends from L&M that are doing a show. I believe it's Death of a Hot Sauce Salesman, if I'm not mistaken. So some first-time guests, some young people that are doing good work, and I look forward to chatting with all of them Thursday and Friday right here on Hy-Vee Today. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust. Can we go to the aisle cam? I don't even know if I know where it's at. It's always a surprise. It's in the bakery. First day of spring. Will you celebrate the first day of spring with a Texas-sized coffee cake? Are the remaining Shamrock sugar cookies on sale yet? They should be. Happy to take some of those off the bakery's hand, should they need them, as long as they're on sale. Donut holes, it's all there. First day of spring, maybe you'll eat a whole container of donut holes outside, because you can. And you know that the squirrels will love your crumbs, because squirrels are proven to love donut holes. Thank you for watching. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, who brings us the aisle cam, Toyota of Muscatine with the cart cam, and Team Staffing, the job board that happens 3 days a week on this show. HyVeeToday@gmail.com if you need anything, guest suggestions, if it's you or someone you know that's connected to a group or organization or even a local business. I feel like I want to reach out to my friend Jeff Cochran with Bosch Pest Control, talk about that. This is a good time, right? Maybe you're worried about bugs coming back from the little winter siesta and you want to have Bosch help out. We should bring Jeff on the show. I just thought about that. So if it's a suggestion like that, if it just comes to you, please email me, HyVeeToday@gmail.com, or call yours truly here at the store. Or if you're a Hy-Vee shopper, bring me a flyer. That happens too, where people will say, hey, you should promote this, and we do it. So we look forward to continuing to bring you good guests like Peggy Gordon and the folks that will be with us the remaining days this week. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, and happy first day of spring, ladies and gentlemen. We certainly deserved it. Goodbye for now.
Watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton.
Yeah,
This
man.
Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.